Hi, I'm Stephanie Weaver. Welcome to the Recipe Renovator Kitchen and the home of the Migraine Relief Plan. You'll find us online at recipirenovator.com and migrainereliefplan.com. Today I'm going to show you a simple technique for roasting chicken. Now, in an ideal world, you would have one of these gorgeous roasting pans, which the only reason I have one is because I worked with Healthlon last year, and a roasting rack to set your chicken on. But most of us don't have that. Most of us have old pans, maybe something you got at a garage sale. So I'm going to show you how to cook a chicken in a simple regular pan like you might find at a garage sale. And I'm going to just use this instead of the sink so I can show you what I'm doing without having to move the camera around. So the main thing you want to do before you take the label off is to write down the weight of the chicken. If you don't have a thermometer, it's the best rule of thumb because you don't want, obviously undercooked chicken is not a good thing. And the other thing to note is that your chicken needs to be completely thawed. So if it's a frozen chicken, you want to leave it in the refrigerator for 2 days on a plate just in case it does leak out of the package. They're notorious for doing that. What you're going to do is take off your wrapper. The chicken may or may not have a bag of innards inside it. Often they do, and that's a great thing if you make stock. So what you do with this, and again, this is not for the faint of heart really, they're usually wrapped in some sort of a bag. I have a zip top bag that I use for chicken stock, and I put those pieces right in there and put it in the freezer. So I don't really look at them because they are kind of gross. Just kind of move on from there. First thing to think about is which side goes up. And if you're not familiar with chickens, I used to always kind of be like, which side is the breast? And I know that sounds dumb if you go to culinary school, but most of us didn't go to culinary school. So here's the story. If you turn the chicken around, you can clearly see that there is a backbone here. That's the tail, and that's the backbone, and that's the breast. I like to cook them breast side down. If I'm going to cook them whole like this, the fat is coming out of the chicken and going down into the breast. So in case you're confused and you're not sure, look for the backbone and the tail, and that's your back. And I usually just put them right down on the pan. Yes, your hands are going to get gross, and hopefully you're not watching this if you're a vegan. You just want to pat the chicken dry. Inside if you can, not a big deal. And honestly, if you're really grossed out by handling a chicken, that is plenty. If you just did that, that's fine. And then, again, breast side down. What I did is, I've just got this, it's basically a lasagna pan that I got on sale at a cooking store. You can find nice sturdy pans like this at garage sales. It's sitting on a bed of what we call mirepoix, which is carrot, celery, and in this case green onion, because that's what's safe for the migraine relief plan. It's nice if you can put a little bit of olive oil on it. So I use a good quality extra virgin olive oil, a fair bit of pepper, and if you want to get technical, you can turn it over and do the breast, but basically the underside's going to be sitting and getting basted by itself. And then a small amount of sea salt. And then what I usually do is just kind of massage that in. It's got a nice little oil coating. Don't need to put anything on the vegetables. They're just going to cook. They'll be cooking in the chicken fat soon enough. And I've preheated my oven to 425, so the chicken is going to go into the oven, and then we're going to see you in a little bit once the chicken's done. So we're back, and my 5.36 pound chicken cooked in about 75 minutes, an hour and 15 minutes. When I pulled it out of the oven to check on it, you know, the first thing you can look at is, can you do this? Because if you can do that, then it's definitely done. Obviously the skin is beautiful and crispy, which is delicious and what you want. Again, the legs are nice and loose, so you know those are cooked through. You're looking for 165 degrees Fahrenheit. So this is 165 on the bottom, and I've already checked it a couple other places, and it is in fact 165. So what I would do with this delicious mirepoix down here in the bottom is probably scrape it into a saucepan and make a quick gravy, maybe with 3 or 4 tablespoons of brown rice flour or coconut flour if you're paleo or doing grain-free. Cook that until it's nice and toasted and brown, and then add homemade chicken stock and make just delicious gravy. So enjoy your chicken. I hope this will get you out and not being afraid to buy a whole chicken and cook it, because it's so much cheaper per pound to do them whole. So we'll look forward to seeing you next time in the Recipe Renovator kitchen. Check us out at migraine relief plan.com and recipirenovator.com. Thanks, I'm Stephanie Weaver.